My colleague TRT World, Shamim Chowdhury, joins us now live from the event. Shamim, you've been there since the beginning. How is it going?
Well, it seems to be going quite swiftly and quite robustly so far. As you mentioned, globalization in retreat is the grand theme over the next few days, but it is happening at a time, at an era, when we are increasingly seeing a number of countries pitted against each other, arguably none more so than the US and Iran. And to discuss that further with me, I have Dr. Ali Asghar Soltanieh, former Iranian ambassador to the UN and to the International Atomic Energy Agency. Dr. Soltanieh, thank you very much for joining us. We're living at a time when relations between the US and Iran are more difficult than ever before, you could argue, primarily down to the breakdown of the JCPOA, the Iranian nuclear deal. I know you're here in a personal capacity, but what is your take on that?
Well, first of all, I want to commend brotherly country Turkey and the TRT for this international forum on a very important issue of globalization. In fact, globalization and multilateralism is at a serious risk, and the United States should be blamed for it. The decision of the Trump administration to withdraw from JCPOA, which was the manifestation of multilateralism and also diplomacy, after years and perhaps 14 years of or more or less negotiation and talks, this was a serious setback and has and will have, of course, serious consequences for international order and international security and regional security, of course.
But it's not just the US, though, is it? You had been looking towards European countries, in particular the UK, France and Germany, to help salvage the JCPOA, the nuclear deal, and it doesn't look like that's happened so far. Do you feel that you've been let down by Europe?
Well, in fact, if you recall, the first time negotiations started with three European countries, and we fully trusted at that time, and we negotiated with them. Unfortunately, they were not able to deliver what they promised. After 2.5 years, Iran suspending its enrichment, fully implementing additional protocol, and they, in fact, raised the issue that since US is not on board, they are not able to deliver. Then later on, the 5+1 group was established. It means US was on board. And now, finally, the JCPOA, after intensive negotiation and maximum flexibility and concession, Iran agreed this concession in order to show that we are ready for cooperation rather than confrontation, and in fact negotiate a solution. And since then, as you notice, IAEA has roughly 15 times have confirmed that Iran has been fully committed to this agreement. Unfortunately, the US withdrawal, which was a serious setback and of course violation of JCPOA and UN Security Council Resolution 2231, EU was expected from other parties to salvage and to take steps in order to compensate. Unfortunately, it is not only withdrawal. US has started imposing sanctions and also threatening others not to be committed to this agreement, which is very odd in the international arena. And EU is expected now to defend its credibility and also the JCPOA that they have agreed upon. Though they have expressed their concern regarding the US, criticized US, but not a tangible step has been taken, and this has been very disappointing. Compared to the last time also. Therefore, the story is repeated now, and they are not able to take serious steps. And unfortunately, this is a case that we are facing. And of course, Iran tried to exercise 1 year strategic patience, but the patience had a limit. And Iran, of course, took steps within the framework of legal framework of JCPOA, Article 26 and 36. And these steps are what the government is doing. And I'm, of course, not commenting on it. This is a decision by the government, but it is very legitimate.